Good morning, welcome to the Mahwah Public Library. So today, I'm your instructor, Joan, and we're going to do some shoulder openers with blocks. So you need 3 blocks. If you do not have 3 blocks, you can use anything that's firm. You can take blankets and fold them. You need an upside down T. So you would take 2 blocks and put them the long way, from edge to the width of the mat, and then connect to the high side in between the 2 blocks. If you have an issue where your neck is tight, you can always take a little support. I'm going to use my pillow here and put it underneath. You can stack as many as you need. When you come down onto the mat, your shoulder blades must be on the mat, on the blocks. Your knees are up, hip distance apart, and your arms are open out to the letter T. If it's uncomfortable, you can bring it down to the letter A. If you need more space, you can lift it up, but that's a little bit hard, and you want to just settle. So if you have tight across the front, or tight in the middle of the back, or tight across the shoulders, or even tight into the shoulder capsules, back of the neck, soften the jaw. You want to lift and tuck the lumbar spine so you're not stressing out the lower back. And you want to breathe here. And the beauty of this is that you have to give yourself time to allow the body to settle. So disconnect from the things that make your jaw clench. Swallow gently. Relax around the orbit of the eyes, the muscles in back of the eyes. Notice how the back of the head meets the block. Soften the back of the neck. Breathe in and out through the nose. Allow the shoulders to sink back so the sternum can open and expand like a V. And then begin to find the rhythm of a breath that's calming. Now you're going to take your hand and you're going to take your ring finger and bend it down and bring your thumb over the top. And then just relax it down. So when you bring your ring finger down, it's grounding. And the ring finger resting in the center of the palm creates an acupressure point for calming. So we're opening the shoulders. We're calming and we're grounding down. And we're asking our body to let go of the things that are triggers. Worries, fear, the unknown, what if. Health, personal health, family health, parent health, financial stuff, whatever it is that you have on your plate, there is nothing you can do in this moment. And so you want to disconnect from the things that create the cycle of negativity, worry, anticipation, anxiety. And as you breathe in, you say to yourself, I am grounded and I am calm. And do at least 3 breaths at your own rate. Now, when you're resting like this, you might find that it's a little bit of a challenge to breathe because number 1, your shoulders are elevated. You have gravity pressing down. You're asking the ribs to breathe and expand, the spine to lengthen and to slow down. So it's going to take a few breaths, a few cycles of breath. I am grounded, inhale. And I am calm. And let the breath out. And let that be your intention today for your practice. I am grounded, breathe in. And I am calm, and push out all the breath. And do 3 more rounds at your own rate. And see if the breath changes. See if you get a little shift, a subtle body shift.
See if you can relax the muscles of the face. Soften around the center through the whole midline of the body. I am grounded. Take a breath in. And I am calm. 2 more breaths. And then notice things that may come up. Oh, I'm uncomfortable. Oh, I got to think about this. And then just let that go, because the brain likes to take over. So instead of allowing the brain to tell you what to do, you tell the brain, no, no, no. I am present in this moment. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. Now, touch your thumb to your pinky finger and relax. And think of something, one thing that you need to let go of. The need to control, the need to create an outcome, the need for, I don't know. Because you need to let go so you can be still. Now, it's not uncommon to hold this for 5 to 7 minutes. We're not going to hold it quite that long. So you're going to take a breath, and it doesn't matter which side you roll to, but you're going to roll off the blocks, and you're going to bring your arm underneath your head and just move the blocks aside and rest on your side body. Stack your shoulders. Your hand can be propped in front, or your arm can rest on your torso. And you just bring your knees in as close as you can so that the knees and the hips are in alignment. And you let your side body just feel the pressure of the floor. So you want to sink the weight of your body into the weight and the strength and the firmness of the floor. You want to feel the sensation of grounding. Take a breath. So in a world that is very busy, the hardest thing is to come to stillness, because we live in a place where what's next? Now, if you have your props around you, just be mindful, because you're going to have to gently move them away so you can go onto your back body, go into your full body stretch before we reverse and go the other way. So I'm just going to stretch it all out, and I want to feel what I feel. Take a big breath. Notice how you're making contact with the mat. Stretch it all out. Take a breath here. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Stretch your arms. Relax. And now roll to whatever your opposite side is. You don't have to get up. You can just roll right over. Same position. Support your head and neck. Let your whole body rest. Knees are in line with the hips. Heels are in line with the knees. So don't let the heels come back. Like you're sitting in a chair, your feet are on the floor. Shoulders are stacked, or your arm is resting across the length of your torso, whatever's comfortable. And you notice how it feels on this side. Now, just as an FYI, if you have gastrointestinal stuff, reflux, indigestion, whatever, it's tough to stay for a sustained amount of time on the right side. So if you're on your right side and that's your issue, we're not going to stay here that long. But if you are ever in a position where you have to rest on your side body, go left. It keeps the acids from the stomach from coming up into the esophagus. And then when you're ready, you're rolling onto your back body and you're going into your full body stretch again. And you stretch it all out and you tuck your lumbar spine as best you can. And you wiggle your fingers and your toes, and you take a yawn. Stretch it out. Good. Bring your knees back up to standing, so your heels are in line with your buttocks, knees are parallel, there's space in between. And I'm gonna bring my hands right to my ribs, and now I just do a little rocking here. Shoulders are down and away from the ears. I want to feel the movement of the breath. My hands are just gliding over that moving belly. Hips are rocking, shoulders are just grounded down, and I just gently ease through that lower sacral spine. And just gently rocking, feet are grounded. And as I'm rocking here, I'm paying attention to how the back of the head is resting on the mat, but I'm also following the line of the jaw. Now walk your feet as wide as the mat. Heels are on the mat, toes are off, and I'm just going to rock it a little bigger. So the hip will lift. My head is staying at neutral, so chin is staying in line with the sternum. And then as I roll it, I make it as big or as small as I need it to be. Now I'm going to open up my arms, letter T. I'm going to find if I have a little more space now. Maybe I can lift that side body up a little more. Remember, you never push it into pain. You only go as far as is comfortable for you. Pause. Lift and tuck that lumbar spine. Bring your hands up to the ceiling. Clasp your hands. Rock that space between the shoulder blades. Keep the shoulders down and away from the ears. So now the lower body stays mostly in stillness and the upper body releases through the thoracic spine. If you're comfortable, you can invert your hands and rock it here. That's going to give you a stretch through the inside of the arms, but elbows are soft and you rock it out. Now when I come back to stillness, I'm going to bend the right elbow and I'm going to stretch that left arm across. I'm going to turn my head left into my shoulder blade and hold it for a breath. And then bring it up to center and roll the other way. So the left elbow comes down to the floor, the right shoulder and the right chin. The chin meets on the right side. And then you roll it back and forth, and you pause, and you get that opening underneath the back of the shoulder and the back of the shoulder blade. And you just gently rock it out. Be mindful not to tighten your jaw, rolling your head gently, opening through the cervical spine. Take a breath here. Wherever you are, do one more on each side. So one more right and one more left, or left and right, wherever you are. And then bring your hands to your knees, right below the knees, and rock it out. Keep the feet soft. And rock gently here. Good. Bring your feet up, keep the knees bent, come right up into your happy baby. Feet are gently flexed. You can make your legs as wide or as narrow as you need it to be. You could bring your knees down a little lower. See if you could open up a little lower into the pelvic girdle. Good, come to straighten your legs. Big straight stretch. And then soften. If you want, you can bring your legs in a little bit. Big hamstring, back of the calf stretch. Breathe. Release. Rock it out. So bring your knees to a bent position and rock it out. Good. Bring the left foot down to the mat. Cap the right knee. So that just means the palm rests on the kneecap. Left hand rests on the left hip. And now I'm going to roll that hip around. I want to isolate the movement into the hip. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stretch that leg all the way up, home behind the leg. So my right hand is going to come up as far as I can, and to the left hand is going to hold the top of the thigh. If that's good for me, I'm going to pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake it. Keep shaking. Activate those nerve endings. And then bring it down. Feel what you feel in that leg. Bring the opposite leg in. Right hand, right hip. Cap that left knee. Roll it around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stretch that leg up. See how that feels. I'm going to bring whatever hand is comfortable. So I'm going to use my left hand, right hand on the thigh, and I'm going to pulse it. Shoulders down. 1, 2, 3, small. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let it go. Shake it out. Shake, 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 shake. Keep shaking. Bring it down. Feet as wide as the mat. Make it as big a rocking motion as you can. You can bring your arms out, letter T. You can go into cactus arms. You just want to keep your shoulders down. Rock it out. So when we open the shoulders, we need to open the hips and vice versa. Good. Pause for just a minute. Go into your full body stretch. See how you are. Good. Now we're going to transition. So I'm going to roll to whatever side calls to me. I'm just going to pause here before I come up because we've been here for a while. Take your time. And then when you're ready, you gently transition up into whatever is a comfortable seated position for you. We're going to come right up onto our hands and knees. So take your time. Now bring a block with you. Knees are as wide as the mat, toes touch. We're going to come right down into a gentle child's pose that's lifted. So I settle myself down. I bring my arms into a sphinx pose. I let my head rest right on a block. Shoulders, heads come back. Arms come where it's comfortable. So I may have to open it a little wider. And I breathe here. And I want to allow now the back body to feel what it feels. And allow the head, the face, the throat, the heart, the belly, the legs to connect to the earth. And I breathe. I want to slow down the nervous system. I want to allow myself to feel the sensation of grounding through the front of the body. Now, if you have a lot of busyness of the mind, this head pressure resting on the block can be beneficial for slowing that down. If you have inflammation, you have a tight neck or congestion, if you choose, you can roll your head. So notice if you have any spots here that are tender, more than likely you have some sinus stuff. Now remember, when the weather is hot and humid, it can make the head feel very heavy. Soften the eyes around the jaw, back of the throat. Swallow gently. Release what you're thinking about. And now pause. Slide the arms forward, teepee the fingers, and stretch underneath the arms. Take a breath. Now you can stay right here, or you can lift and remove the blocks and just come right down into your extended child's pose. Slide your hands back to frame the face, and we're gonna ripple up. So I'm gonna tuck my chin. When I roll up, my back curls. When my arms are straight, that's when I lift my head and I slowly ripple the spine and the chin gently floats down. I wanna inhale with the breath and lift up and exhale. So I wanna get some movement in this back body that we just opened. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bring it down. Feel like it's a gentle wave. 2 more. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale. When you come down, pick a child's pose. So you can bring your palms one into the other. You can bring your block back. You can extend your arms. You can do 1 potato, 2 potato. You can pick what you want. And you breathe. And you ask for the gift of space. Space around the heart, space to think a new thought, space to take a deeper breath, space to open up the shoulders, the hips, the spine, space to walk more freely, to hold things with less intensity, to see with more clarity, to relax through the throat. And then when you're ready, you just slowly and gently lift up again, bring it up. We'll just do 1 more shoulder opener. So I'm gonna just bring my hands to the outside and I'm just gonna roll my head a little bit because I wanna pay attention. So my left side of my neck's a little tighter than the right. I don't judge. I just notice. I'm gonna take my right arm and I'm gonna slide it forward. Left arm is gonna weave through. If I have an issue coming down, I take a block and I can rest my head on a prop. Otherwise, I thread the needle and I just bring it all the way down. And I take a breath. If coming down this much is too hard or uncomfortable, you prop the arm and you can just extend it here. You do a variation that works best for yourself on this day. Slide the extended arm back, gently lift up, and then switch to the other side. So we thread the needle, we've opened the shoulders, we want to give ourselves an opportunity to see how it feels different in a positive way. And you breathe. And then if there's something that you're holding in your head, your neck, your throat, your shoulders, ask yourself to see if you can let it go. Slide your arm back, gently lift it up. Hands come as wide as the mat. Just rock it just a little bit before we move again. Just a little rocking. So my nose is pointing toward my hand. I'm gentle. If I want more, and if I'm comfortable, I can widen my hands and bring my ear up and down like I'm doing a push-up, but I don't go where it's not comfortable for me. And then come back up, adjust your knees because we've been here for a while, we're gonna come off them. And I'm just gonna come right up, right foot forward, tuck the back toes so I can step forward into my forward fold. Bring the block with you. Step as wide as you can. Bring the block any height you need, high, medium, low. And now you're just gonna rock it out. Just rock out those hips. Keep the head an extension of the spine. Don't let the head and neck feel strained. And just rock gently here, opening the hips. Come to center, ripple it up. Now you can heel toe your feet so you're a little more comfortable and roll it up. Take your time, head comes up. Last. Hip distance apart is 2 of your fists.
Toes are in alignment, roll the shoulders. Now think about what you hold in your life. Thoughts, worries, concerns, health issues, your purse, your bag, your groceries, a child's hand, a loved one. It doesn't matter what it is. For this moment, you're connecting to that sense of connecting to yourself. And then reverse it. And just roll it all around. Good. Inhale, right arm up, right by the ear if you can, left arm down, and you want to keep the chin in line with the sternum and stretch it up. Stretch up, press down, soften the shoulder, take a breath. Palms press into center. You relax the jaw, soften the knees. Switch. And see if you can feel that electrical connection. Sink it down. Gaze is soft. Breathe. Good. I'm going to take the hand that's down. I'm going to bring it above my head. I want to bring my hands together into my temple pose, and I rock from side to side. Soften to open up through the side body. Relax your arms down around your head so you have space. Good job. Nice job. When you come back to the right side, release the right arm, look under the left, and switch it out. So we're opening up the spine in its 6 directions. Feel that lifting from the hips, but maybe you feel it all the way from the pinky toe all the way up to the pinky finger. Both arms up, big V. Now when you lift up, if your shoulders are up, soften it, open it up, ask yourself for space, rotate through the waist, exhale, let it go. Don't lean. Inhale, lift up, you can look up. Fill yourself up with your intentions for what you need, let go of what no longer serves you. So inhale, lift up, you can look up. If it's too much for your head, then you don't. Inhale, lift up, you can keep your head at neutral. Soften the jaw. Inhale, lift up. Fill yourself up with light, stillness, contentment, courage, confidence. Inhale, gentle back bend, forward fold. Scoop the hands. Gentle back bend, forward fold. Gentle back bend, forward fold. 2 more. Gentle back bend, forward fold. Hang down. Roll it up. Hands to the hips, hula hoop around. So hula hooping is an interesting concept because what it means is you're lubricating the joints. But if something is coming at you, a thought, a word, a threat, a stress, you move out of the way. You protect yourself by moving yourself out of the way. And then you reverse. See if you can really feel that sensation of moving from the feet, ankles, knees, hips, waistband, shoulders. Pause, step wider. I'm gonna rock so my feet are at an angle, my knees come over the toes, and I shift back and forth. Keep your body upright, don't lean. Chin is tucked back so you're not leaning with your chin. And you rock it out. Now add the arms. Coming right into star pose. Now add the roll. We bring out the washcloth. One palm up and the other down. So you're going to challenge the brain. Get a different message through your feedback loop. Pause. Left palm up, I come to neutral, my knees are not locked, shoulders are down, I tip the star. Look up and beyond my fingertips. What is it that I need to see that's out of my close-up view? I can roll my head. If it's too much for my head, I keep my head at neutral. Breathe. Pause, both arms up, exhale down. Clear the earth of the things that make you feel stuck. Feel that sensation of moving the clouds. Here, clearing heaven and earth, that's what this is called. And you bring it up and you bring it down. Inhale, lift up, let it go. Big breath. And when you bring it down, hands come right to the knees and we rock it out. Good, few more. Make this as big or as small as you need it to be. If you're really comfortable, you can stay here. Otherwise, you can bring your hands so you clasp the wrists. You may have to adjust your width of your legs. Nice flat back. Head is an extension of the spine. Breathe. And pause and roll it up. Now you're going to feel this a little bit in your legs. So shake it out. Shake out the arms. And now stand in your Tadasana. So hips are parallel with the feet, shoulders are back, lower belly is engaged, arms are out. Don't flex your palms. So you want to feel this sensation. So from the top of your head down to the side is one thing, but you want to see if you can bring energy up and above the crown of the head. Visualizing you're standing at a mountain with no distractions. It's light, it's bright, it's clear, it's cool. There are no sounds. A gentle breeze maybe. Now, feel your feet. If you feel like your feet have rolled so that the weight comes out to the edges of your feet, roll in so you feel this right up through the center of your legs. And now ask yourself for clarity. When I bring myself to stillness, what do I need to really notice? What can I shift, release, feel, observe? How am I breathing? Good. Rotate the palms, lift up just to the shoulders. Exhale, press against the air in resistance. Inhale, lift up. I didn't do anything. Exhale, let it go. It's the energy. Woo! Inhale, lift up. Now bring it all the way up. Really feel like you're pushing, pushing, pushing. Don't look at your fingertips. See if you can touch the fingertips. Exhale, expand like you're a seed and you're blooming and growing now. Feet are rooted down and you're reaching up for the light. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let the breath go. Now, the trick is to get as much breath so you don't feel like you're short of breath. So you sip the breath in and you let the breath out. And when you come back here, you swing. Feel like your arms are two coat sleeves, your feet are grounding, you're down. You're in stillness, but you're moving. We're going to open the door. So what door do you need to open? The door to peace, patience, observation, hydration, rest, I don't know, creativity, problem solving, something else. Tap it. If you're really comfortable and it doesn't throw you off balance, you can move all around, but you don't have to. Now we're going to do shoulders and hips. create balance. And then swing. And now pause, shoulder height. Thumbs into the shoulders, see if you can wring it out. Good. And then bring it down, take a breath. And pause. And just let it slow down like a pendulum. And when you come back to center, feel what you feel. So your fingers are going to point down. I want you to feel each fingertip, and I want you to be aware of each toe. Inhale, pull up. Exhale, float down. Inhale, pull up. Exhale. You can bring it as low as you want. Inhale, lift it up. Feel like you're pulling up what you need, and you're bringing down what you need. Inhale. Move the wrists. Elbows are soft. One more. When I bring it all the way down, I'm going to use this to transition myself all the way back down onto my mat. I come right up into my table. My hands are in line with my shoulders. My toes are tucked. My head is an extension of the spine. I want to feel this 4-quadrant connection. Now I'm going to rock back and forth into my feet. So I'm going to stretch through the back, bottoms of the feet. Nice flat back, tuck the belly up into the spine. When I'm ready, I can sit back if I choose and maybe rock it out a little more. Get a nice big stretch. When we open up tight feet, we can release head, neck, throat, shoulders, lungs, digestion, the pelvic girdle. You get a lot of bang for your buck. Come back to neutral, lift your feet, wiggle your toes, pedal them around. Now, if you can flatten the feet, so you can sit back as much as you can, stretching the tops of the feet, rock it out here. Good. Come to neutral, lift your feet, wiggle them around, move them around, tuck your toes when you're ready. Take a breath, we'll go right into our dog and cat. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, release the feet, curl the spine. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, feel that rippling up and down the spine. Nice. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Make it the expression that you need for yourself today. Big, small, somewhere in between. Now, I'm going to tuck my toes and come to neutral. I'm going to widen my legs a little bit. I'm going to flatten my feet, swing my legs to the left, and my hands are going to go to the right as a V. And I'm going to come down into a big V stretch. Breathe. Inhale. Leave it here. Do it again. Maybe you have more space. One more. You make it the expression of what you need. Come to neutral, and then we switch. Now notice one side may not feel the same as the other. 1. You're going to feel this all the way up and under the arms. 2. 3. Good. Come to neutral, swing your legs to one side, bring yourself. Now bring 2 blocks with you. You're going to put them together at the end of your mat. You're going to bring your feet to the blocks. Arms out, letter T, and rock your legs. So when you elevate your legs, maybe your hip's going to lift a little more. You're going to notice maybe you have a little more room through the back body. Shoulders stay down.
If you can go into cactus arms, that's great, but you don't need to. If you need to bring it down a little lower, or if it's too much, you can bring your hands to your ribs. And I'm rolling onto the inside, outside edges of the feet. Now when I pause, if I can do it without looking, I'm gonna widen the blocks so I have more space to rock. And now see if you can bring it so the legs come a little lower. If that doesn't work for you, you don't do it. Head's at neutral. If I have no issue with rolling my head, when my legs go left, I can roll my head right, but I don't go there if it's not working for me. And I want to feel that, notice that, observe what's shifted. Pause. Come back to center, bring the blocks together. Take the right leg, bring it over the left, and rock here. Now maybe you want to try cactus arms. And roll it out. Again, you make it as big or as small as you want it to be. If you want it bigger, I can roll my head left as my knee goes right, and roll my foot to the opposite side as my head goes the other way. I do not have to go where it's uncomfortable for me. If it's not comfortable to keep my arms there, I shift my hands, bring them to the ribs, and rock it out. Pause, take that leg and hug it in. Breathe. Stretch it all the way up. Point and flex the foot. Take a breath. Roll the foot around at the ankle and reverse your circle. Good. Shake the leg a little bit and then we switch to the other side. Cross the left. Now, if you have an issue and it's not comfortable to cross your leg over, you can always bring it to the ankle. Why not? Then you breathe. Now notice, one side may take a little more time to find the rhythm. Or maybe one side has a little more pain or discomfort. If you have knee or hip replacement injuries, pains, something, you're mindful. You want to really tuck that lumbar spine so you're not stressing out the low back. And then when you're ready, if you're ready, you can make it again. A deeper stretch. Legs go one way, head can roll the other. I roll onto the inside, outside edges of the feet if I choose. Breathe. And rock it out just a little bit. Pause. Stretch that leg all the way up. Give it a hug. Breathe. Stretch it up. Point and flex the foot. Shake the legs. Shake, 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 shake. Shake both legs. Shake, 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 shake. Rock it out. Cap the knees and little circles here. Just roll it around. Get a little pelvic tilt. 3, and then 3 the other way. Bring the feet to the floor, rock it out. Now, we're just going to do one more. So I'm going to move my blocks, grab one. I'm going to bring one block flat side. So the flat side comes right underneath the sacral spine. Feet are parallel. I lift and tuck the shoulders. I tuck the chin. My palms are down. And I breathe. So in my bridge pose, I want to feel this sensation of connection. How do I connect with the world, myself, my thoughts, the people I like, the people I don't like, driving, situations, struggle. Now I'm going to take that right leg and stretch it straight out. Right arm comes behind. I want to stretch it. I hover it. Feel that stretch right here, breathe. And then bring it in and switch to the opposite side, big stretch. And bring it in, and then we'll do alternate. Right leg, left arm. Feel that. And opposite. And bring your hands to the block. Bring your knees into your chest and come right up into your supported shoulder stand. Take a breath. Don't let your legs come over your face, so nice straight up from the hips. Feet are flexed, point and flex. Get this benefit as an elevation and inversion. Point one foot, flex the other. Roll the feet around. At the ankle, reverse your circle. Good, big V. Heels down, feet are flexed. Push up with intention. Lowercase v, capital V. Don't snap the knees. Just feel that stretch. Couple more. Bring the legs in, cross like a scissor. Point your toes maybe if you choose. Good, bring the legs together, flex the feet, tiny, tiny, tiny circle. Imagine you're holding a cup and it's got liquid in it and it can't spill, so it's controlled. And then when you're ready, you reverse it. Release that, let your legs just hang. Wiggle the toes, curl the toes, stretch the toes, curl. Feel like you could pick up a pencil, curl it, stretch it, curl it, stretch it, pedal the feet, roll them around, and bring the feet slowly to the mat. Take a breath. Expand your bridge, so bring your arms behind you, any amount. Bring your hands back. You're going to lift up gently, stay up, slide the block out, take a breath. Inhale, lift a little bit, and then roll from the shoulders. Let one vertebra at a time roll, roll, roll back to the mat. Let the spine connect with the mat, and then don't move. Pause. Bring the soles of the feet together, rock the legs, bring the hands behind the head, and rock it out. Good. Bring the feet to stillness, feet up, and I just lift and rock that upper body. Not pulling on the neck. When you're ready, you go into your full body stretch. And we're quickly getting ready for our Shavasana. So you find the place where it's most comfortable for you. Stay on your side, your back. You don't have to get up. Your traditional Shavasana is on your back with your arms out to the side, letter A, palms up, 1 foot in each corner of the mat. If you have lower back issues, then you bring your knees up to standing. If you are uncomfortable here and you want to rest on your side body, you go for it. If you need a blanket or you brought some things with you, that's what you do. And as you rest right here, and you just find the regular, natural rhythm of your breath, feel where you're warmer. Notice maybe your heart rate will just begin to slow down, or maybe it's already calmer. Notice, feel the warmth of the breath as you inhale and you exhale. Feel how you're making contact with the mat.
Where are you touching the mat? Where are there spaces? So you want to find that balance in between the two. As you breathe in and you breathe out, I'm going to play the F-tone bowl. This is the grounding bowl. So if you pay attention to social media, everything's about grounding now. Grounding with the energy of the earth to be more in connection within your own body, to recycle, reconnect, re-energize. Lower inflammation. So we're in the library, but you teleport yourself into a place in nature that you love. And bring yourself to stillness. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. Into the space that belongs only to me. I am connecting to my inner self, my subtle body. I am relaxing, refreshing, renewing, recharging, reconnecting, realigning, refocusing, rebuilding, reestablishing a connection to who I am without distractions, without limitations. Letting go of self-criticism, judgment, stress, and pressure. Because when I live in a place of that energy, I cannot invite in abundance, positivity, healing, forgiveness, love, kindness, self-compassion. So you want to feel like you're a sponge. You're getting the benefit of the practice now, and the poses and the movements and the stretches, and now you're letting it meld with your body, your breath, your thoughts, your intentions. And you breathe. As you breathe in and you breathe out now, feel the ribs, how the ribs meet the floor and how the ribs move when you breathe. And release the space around the heart. And what does the heart need to do to release, to open into, to soften around, to notice? I am my own person. Everything I need is already within me. I am breathing in and I am breathing out. And in this place where I'm pausing, I'm noticing, feeling, releasing, observing. And in this place, I am going to speak a word to myself. So what word comes up? Doesn't matter what it is. Go spontaneously with what you think comes up. And let that become your intention as you complete your practice today. And begin to deepen your breath. And begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And maybe move your head a little bit from side to side. And then when you're ready, go into your full body stretch. And feel different. Notice how you feel different. And then bring your knees into your chest and rock it out a little bit. And bring your feet up to the sky and rock it out a little bit here. And then shake it out. Shake your arms and shake your legs and shake, 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 because you need to bring yourself back before you get in your car. And then roll on to whatever side calls to you. Just rest there, support your head and neck. And give yourself a compliment. Today I feel. Today I am. And then when you're ready, you slowly and gently transport yourself into a comfortable seated position. Feel like you're just lifting yourself up into this space with an effort that's light and easy. It's effortless. And then stir the pot. And then reverse your circle. Take your time. And then when you come back to stillness, bring your fingertips down to ground and feel like a three-dimensional triangle. Shoulders are back, you're lifting up through center, head is level, chin is tucked, and you gather more space. And you lift up and you hold that space above your head and you ask for the clarity of a new thought. And you bring down so that the head and the heart and the belly can connect and digest, and then you sweep and you gather more. And then we seal the practice. One hand comes together, and with confidence we bring this straight down so that no matter where we go, no matter what we do, no matter what occurs, we can always make a new choice. We can find our joy in the simple things and bring ourselves home to the place that lives within us, because that is enough. Namaste. 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 Have a great day. Feel good. Hydrate. Eat some protein. And have a wonderful rest of your week. And I'll see you next time. You're welcome. My pleasure.